is Fox 21 News at 6.
Good evening, everyone. On this Thursday, I'm Dan Hanger.
And I'm Dan Alexander. We'll get to our top story in just a moment, but first, we begin with breaking news tonight. The Cook County Sheriff's Office telling Fox 21 a shooting has happened at the Cook County Courthouse in Grand Marais.
That is right. We are getting word, too, from a reporter at WTIP Radio. That's in Grand Marais. They say that it happened here at about 4:15 this afternoon. That reporter there saying that 2 people have been shot in this shooting. The authorities are on the scene right now from the Sheriff's Department. They are saying that they're wrapping up their investigation on the scene. They are expecting to bring out official word on the conditions of these people. We are finding out now that 1 person is in custody. 2 of the people that were shot were taken to North Shore Hospital. This is a developing situation. We're following it, working our sources, and we'll bring you more on the news tonight at 9.
Well, back to our breaking news from earlier. We're getting confirmation from a Minnesota public safety spokesman that tonight 3 people have been hurt following that shooting at the Cook County Courthouse.
2 of the wounded were being treated at a hospital in Grand Marais, with the 3rd taken right here to Duluth. That spokesman telling us a suspect is in custody at this hour. This all happening tonight around 4:15 in Grand Marais. We'll have the latest coming up on the news tonight at 9.
This is Fox 21 News at 9.
Good evening on this Thursday. I'm Dan Alexander. A small North Shore community rocked tonight by a shooting at their county courthouse. Dan Hanger joining us live now from Grand Marais, actually right where that shooting happened. And Dan, what's the latest that you have for us tonight?
Deanne, we are live outside the courthouse right now. It is a much different situation, much quieter right now than what it was earlier today at about 4 o'clock. A very terrifying situation in this small town of Grand Marais. Go ahead and take a look behind me right now. What's happening right now is that police tape is surrounding the entire parking lot, every entrance into it, every entrance into the courthouse. Let me take you back to when this terrifying situation all unfolded. It happened at about 4 o'clock in the afternoon. The Cook County Sheriff's Office saying that shots were fired somewhere near the attorney's office. 3 victims were shot. 2 of those people were taken to Essentia Health Medical Center. Now, a spokesperson at the medical center there saying that one of the victims is Cook County Attorney Tim Scannell. He has been the attorney here for quite some time. One of the other victims, by the way, heading over to the local hospital here in Grand Marais and being released just fine there. But as for Tim Scannell, he is in stable condition tonight. The other person is not known at this time. Police quickly making an arrest here with this shooting suspect. They do not believe at this time that anybody is in danger in the area here at Grand Marais. They believe they have their shooting suspect in custody at this time. The Bureau of Criminal Apprehension is on its way here to assist in the investigation, as well as a crime team, as well as the Department of Public Safety. As you know, this is about 110 miles north of Duluth. The population is only about 1,300 people, so something like this, when it happens in any community, whether it's Chicago, New York, or Grand Marais, is very serious and, of course, affects the community. But here, being so small, everybody knows everybody. Now, what happened here? What led up to this shooting? That's the big question at this time. One thing that the Associated Press is reporting late tonight, that attorney Tim Scannell was set to go on trial here sometime this week, if not today, on a criminal sexual conduct of a suspect here. That man who was supposed to be in court apparently today or sometime this week, is that the suspect who did the shooting today? Question that authorities are not releasing at this time now, but the connections are starting to be made. We're working some other sources at this time. We'll go ahead and bring you more on this story coming up at 9:30. Dan, I'll send it back to you in the studio.
We look forward to that live report at 9:30. Thank you, Dan. Welcome back to our second half hour now. An update on that shooting at a courthouse in Grand Marais that's left 3 people hurt. Dan Hanger joining us live now with an update. And Dan, what's going on there?
Deanne, just a terrifying situation that unfolded here earlier this afternoon in the Cook County Courthouse in this small town, close-knit town of Grand Marais. I'll let you take a look behind me right now at the scene at this hour at about 9:30. Very, very quiet. Much different situation than what it was just hours ago. Police tape surrounding the parking lot, surrounding the entire courthouse, surrounding every single entrance into this building because it is an active investigation at this hour. The Bureau of Criminal Apprehension is headed up here right now to assist released in this investigation. Let me bring you back here. It happened at about 4 o'clock this afternoon. Shots ringing out throughout the hallways here. 3 people were shot. One of those, actually I should say the shooting victim, or the shooter, was taken into custody very quickly, authorities say. 2 victims taken to Essentia Health. 1 victim taken to a local hospital in Grand Marais. That person released. As for those 2 victims at Duluth Hospital there, one of them is County Attorney Tim Scannell. Tim is the county attorney here who was trying a case this week involving a man who was up for charges of criminal sexual conduct. Tim, by the way, is in stable condition at this time. As for what led up to this shooting today, that's the big question. Associated Press saying it might involve that man who was involved in that criminal sexual conduct case that was either being tried today or sometime this week. Now, looking at court records today, the only case that was happening today involving Tim Scannell, and that case was 42-year-old Daniel Schleins. There are published reports in local papers that the father of Schleins is confirming that he was involved in this. Now, fast forwarding to right now, this is a very serious situation if this happens into any community. But again, like I said, there's only 1,300 people that live in Grand Marais. Grand Marais is known, frankly, across the country as the biggest, one of the best tourist destinations in this area. And people that live here for a reason, because it's a great, safe community. And that brings up one quick point. There is no danger to the public, according to Cook County Sheriff here, because he says that the person they believe is in custody is the suspect they have in custody. Now, tomorrow, the investigation is going to continue. Like I said, Bureau of Criminal Apprehension coming in here. They're going to comb through all of the evidence that's going on. But one other big question that's going to be raised here is the safety of this building and other courthouses. According to one of the commissioners here, and I want to make sure I say this name right, excuse me. It is Cook County Commissioner Fritz Sobania. He says that there's one courtroom in this building. There are no metal detectors, and he doesn't believe anyone is searched in this building. As you know, maybe St. Louis County, if there's a murder trial, that type of thing, this type of stuff happens where they do bring out metal detectors, but maybe something's going to have to be looked at. We'll just have to wait and see as the investigation unfolds. Live in Grand Marais, Dan Hanger, Fox 21 News.
All right. Thank you, Dan. Be sure to tune in to Fox 21 tomorrow for any of those updates.
I'm Dan Hanger, live here at the Cook County Courthouse, where the Bureau of Criminal Apprehension has just arrived on scene at this criminal investigation, where one suspect is in custody tonight after a shooting at the courthouse. It happened at about 4 o'clock today. Inside, 3 people were shot. One of them, Cook County Attorney Tim Scannell. He's in stable condition right now at Essentia Medical Center in Duluth. Another victim at Essentia, the condition unknown. 3rd victim released tonight. Again, Bureau of Criminal Apprehension on scene helping with this investigation. More tomorrow night on Fox 21 News at 6 and 9. Jason with the last check of weather.